There it is. All right, good. And we begin. Let's go. Ooh, a little too low. Let's go up a little bit in the height. I got one of these adjustable desks that you can kind of like beep beep buttons. It goes up and down. Yeah, so the last couple days it's been really slow here. I've been really tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe just kind of bored, you know? The day at work goes by, I get bored. I have to kind of force myself to stay awake all day, and then evening comes, and I'm just like, please. But tonight we're finishing this one up. It won't take that long. And then I'm going to start into something else, kind of make up for some time. Well, I know last time's stream was extremely lackluster. I did look up what this pin is. Oh, my mic is popping a little bit. I looked up what this pin is. It is a congratulations and condolences pin. Dual purpose brush pen. So you have the gray ink for condolences and the black ink for congratulations. I was like, oh, that's neat. Anyways, that's my new pen that I'm going to keep buying because I love it. Yeah. I was going to hatch the shading along this, but I really want to use this gray. So while there is some hatching, I want to be using that a little bit just to get a feel for it, to be honest. See if it's something I like. Just kind of layer differently. I'm not sure if I'm into that. Get the extreme relaxing music going on today, so hope you enjoy that. My favorite thing to do with brush pens is this like flick motion to get the kind of like fake dry brush going on it. Now, yesterday when I was streaming, I was so sleepy that I was like messing up my lines. And I was like, man, I like this drawing too much to kind of be jacking it up like this. Oh, I'm not drawing into frame. Sorry about that. Gosh. I'm a poo cat. Ugh, just the camera. Look over here. Dang it. All right.
Dinner time.
Dinner time? Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can finish up. Well, I can do like a little pause and break and eat dinner. Yeah. Should have known dinner was coming soon. I think what I'll do is I'll finish up this, and then I'm going to transition over to the other piece I was doing before I was doing this. So we're going to have like an intermission for a few minutes, and then I'll return.
You don't want to have this, I can.
What's up?
You can go without if you don't want it.
Oh, no, I'll come over. Drawing off the camera again. What it is I'm kind of adjusted for my camera stand broke, so I'm kind of like it's been broken for a little while now. I just ordered a new one today. You eating now? Sounds good. I might have to start the intermission right now. This is looking nearly done, so I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna do like pop out parts of this with the black. Really quick, I'm gonna eat dinner, which is just ready right now. This is why, you know, the earlier streams sometimes they get muddied up a bit because I don't think of that stuff like this.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, you don't have to apologize. It's really no problem. Thank you, though. I appreciate having dinner made, you know? All right. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to eat and I'll come back, finish up this guy, and then we're going to go back to... Let me show you what I'm going back to. So be like a 10-minute-ish break. 15 maybe. And I will come back to, kind of want to come back to this guy, this like mech helmet. I got a whole variety of stuff I'm doing. Focus. Tension is everywhere. I kind of want to redo this one just to fix it because it got messed up. You can really see that. We got the lighthouse. Where's the one I was working on? Got this done. I kind of want to come in with the gray brush on this, since that would be interesting. I'm gonna order a bunch of those gray brushes too. I do this little flip through every single time I stream. It's not to show off, it's because we can come back to this as well. It's kind of like, I need to put little, I think bookmarks in here for where my projects are kind of let off. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna find, I know I have another drawing that I was working on before this. It should have been like pretty immediate. I want to return to it. So, gosh, I haven't forgotten. I know I did this. I might have to like go through my streams and figure out what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. Give me a second here. I'm getting kind of caught up in this. Oh, did I put a... Oh, here's my bookmark. So no, I don't have a bookmark in there. I'll put a bookmark in it when I find it. So, you know, doing finished pieces is kind of like a new thing for the stream because for a while here, I've been kind of all over the place, just doing sketchbook stuff. We're getting kind of back to a point where, yes, this, here it is. All right, so I'll put a, actually this is a page that I can just move. So I'm gonna move this to more recent stuff. There's our middle binding. I'm gonna have to get a new sketchbook soon. Come back, do this a little bit. I got bored of it, and then my pen started to die, and I just never came back to it. So we're gonna have this when I get back and finish this. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah. So taking 15, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Ooh, look at my headphones on. It was a good choice. Yeah, it's just gone 10 minutes. No big deal. I don't usually do that, so. And I'm gonna make up for some shorter streams that I've done recently with a longer stream today. So appreciate, be grateful. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of shading to these top sort of veins to make them stand out. This is looking pretty cool. Any friends out there? Anybody who knows me? Say hi. I know of a few other friends who stream, but I don't know if I fall into a weird time slot. Maybe today's different. You know, I usually go super late at night, so there's some people who aren't here who do usually pop in. You're here in spirit. I keep you in mind. All right. I think that's going to be it for the gray ink. Do a little bit of it to the front portions here. How's this music? This is... I like it, but it's also... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Leave a comment. Let me know. I've been told that it's good ambience. It's relaxing ambient. While still staying kind of in tune with sort of almost dungeon synth stuff I usually play. Which I honestly, I love the dungeon synth. I play it all the time, but I'm starting to feel... I try to credit the people, but I'd like to ask them, you know, like go up and be like, hey, I want to play this in my stream regularly. Let them know. Even if that's just to let them know that, like, hey, someone likes their music a lot. I'll play it online. Oh no, I've been drawing outside the thing. Well, there he is. He's a big gross ball of sinews. And, I know I keep gendering it as a he. I mean, it could be anything. It's mostly just gross. Is it human? Was it human? I don't want to do anything with this. This is like too complex in here to like play around with. Alright, that's it for the form of this thing. Trying to look at it and more or less determine my light direction and stuff like that so that I can give it a shadow. This is going to be kind of tough. And it may be something that I just do later, especially because I already did this. I could do it digitally and then I could kind of make as many mistakes as I'd like, which is preferable, I think. All right, hey, I'm gonna do a zoomed out view. We're gonna call this one done. Probably play with it later digitally. I'm gonna probably use it in some kind of monster design, build a stat block for it, that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is good. This is good, and we finished one. Let me see here. Ugh. Why is Zoom open? Sorry, I should make sure I don't have any papers on my desk. All right. There it is. Let me adjust this camera. The new camera mount that I'm getting should be less wiggly, so it's the best I could do with the budget that I have. There are some other ones out there that probably would have been just about right, but I think no matter what I get, it's going to wiggle a little bit. Because I'm an active, jittery, kind of fidgety guy. So there's this thing. We'll move over to this here in a second. I was thinking about bringing up reference for it, but I already have reference down on it. So I'm not gonna bother with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna work with reference for this castle. Its reference that I originally started off with should be fairly obvious to anybody who is remotely familiar with pop culture. So, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it into my own dark creation. All right. Let's actually close up the sketchbook. Over here, we'll put this straight on the pad. That's a really soft surface. It'll be good to draw on. I'm gonna come in here with the erasable ink, and I'm gonna doodle out some designs. I'm thinking about doing damage on the castle. I'm trying to think about what the damage, like what's the story that the damage tells. It's something I always think about when we're doing like location or sort of like a set design or a background design or a sort of like the architectural design of a thing in storytelling. Everything has to have sort of like a reason why a thing is a certain way for me, and I think it's good for just good storytelling in general. So I'm actually gonna center my camera down a bit. That way I can kind of work close to me. So this is like pretty close to my chest here. Oh, right here, this is uneven, so we want to fix that. We came in here with a ruler and fixed stuff up because this was all drawn freehand, and then I had to kind of correct stuff. I'm going to do lots of long extenuating lines for this portion here. Not a big fan of how this is looking. It's just a little uneven. Need to find a place down the middle for that to connect. I gotta put gargoyles on here. That's an important thing. Oh no! What is this? Oh, I'm looking at something else. Okay. Yeah, my video app that I use to get this going basically turned my cell phone into a webcam. It now has some kind of voice to text thing I could do with it, but I don't know how it works. I haven't played with it. I would love to do that, add a bit more accessibility to the stream. It's like I'm just kind of clicking on some stuff. Yeah. I can add markers, I can record. I'm not recording though. I think I need to be recording to do it. Alright. There's some unevenness happening here. I'm just going to draw some reference lines for myself. Do that. Crenellation is a fun word to say. Crenellations. Add some of that. I like to think of the purpose for each of the towers. Just trying to imagine that right now. Get this going here and here. These are just gonna be the sides of something, some kind of a decorative element. I don't know what it is. It's fine. This doesn't have to be embellished with anything. I think I might just do something like... Been dying to play the new Dead Space. Anybody play that out there? I hear highly recommended. And by new Dead Space, I mean the remake of the old Dead Space, so it's not actually new. Nothing like some good space horror. I gotta actually finish the space horror games that I do have already. Been putting them off for forever. I haven't had a lot of time to play video games lately though. Got work, kid, the stream. Set aside time for all these things, and next thing I know, I don't have any time for the video games anymore, which I don't know. Not to say that, you know, video games have any negative impact on my life. They've been great. They're great. But just haven't had time to play them. And I wouldn't stream them, even though maybe that can be my 50 follows thing I do. Is I'll stream something terrible, like Layers of Fear is a good one that I've been wanting to finish. I love Layers of Fear. I love the first one, and I have Layers of Fear 2, and I just haven't finished it. The only thing is, it's fun to watch people get scared, and I have so far kept the camera off me, and so just a little bit hesitant to do any of that stuff. I'm gonna make this look extremely pointy. And I will have the banners coming off of it. So, and there will be, I want them to be stupid long. I'm going to do that in Photoshop with a brush, just so they're nice and even. I don't have to, but I'm going to kind of indicate where they're going to come out. I want them to be like streaming down, like they look like they're each 100 feet long or something like that. 50 feet at least? Yeah, maybe 100 feet's a bit much. I have them going this way. I think for the purpose of balance on the image, I might have them go the other way. Just thinking about that. something going on here. How should that look? I think just like this. Like, almost like it's perched partway out on this slanted roof here. Or this isn't a slanted roof. This is going to be a side of a castle with crenellations as well. I'm going to kind of evenly space those out. Eyeball that. Ah! Let me get my ruler. Where's my cool new ruler? Where did I put that? Missing! No! Oh, there's my glove. I need that. I should be wearing it. I don't need it. Just proof I need to go through this office space and start to sort of declutter it from my day. I had I think I used it somewhere else. Like I just brought it somewhere else. Oh well. So I have these two towers here. This one seems like it's much closer than this one. So I'm gonna have to. I already inked this though, so I don't know if I should digitally move it over. And then the kind of question that I have now becomes like, when do I move from doing this by hand to doing it digitally? So kind of stuff on my mind. I'm putting almost like these metal caps on the tips of these. And then we're going to do the crenellations along this. Once I kind of determine it to be even. Huh. Okay. I keep getting these Apple News alerts that I do need to turn off because I find that the news I get for Apple is a bit, I don't know. I don't really care for it. So this will have a shape. I don't want to, well, actually this is erasable ink, so I can kind of do what I want with it, but maybe what I'll do here is I'll have these sorts of things happen. That looks good, just like that. I think what I might do for this lower section is digitally kind of move stuff from one side to the other, because this is meant to be symmetrical. is like a wall around the sort of the bailey, and then there'd be an inner bailey here that's kind of like hidden away. You can't see that. So I might be completely wrong on my castle terms, by the way. But that's how you get comments, right? So the best way to get comments on your videos online is just to say something wrong. Oh no. That's why we're streaming early. So I'm going to stop early and then clean up and still have energy and not fall asleep. This like streaming and then immediately going to bed stuff is not working for my body. Does this... Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to kind of say this comes out to... Kind of confused about the shape right here. I'm gonna have this shape repeated on the other side, about 1 inch distance from this thing here, which puts it immediately next to this. So this needs to definitely move in because this is like dot 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 dot, you know. Should be right there, this close. I kind of like the idea of bringing this in digitally, but the thing about doing digital stuff is I can zoom in and out forever, which kind of gets me to be a bit granular. I don't want that. This is making me want to play Elden Ring. Have that come down all the way to there. We're gonna have all these come down like that. So I can't. Oh, I can't get my camera any closer. Well, when I get the new camera attachment, I'll be able to zoom in a lot more. There's a whole area of here. Here is the castle. That is, it just kind of is coming off as like a big stark wall. I want to change that. I don't know what I'm going to put here though. This is also coming off as like a nothing space. So I'm going to come up with something for this. Even though, you know, areas where the eye rests, I can make them look imposing and maybe starkness can be good. But right now, I almost want to make everything very decorative and intricate, but well, this is that way. I think the only thing I could do here is add elements like this. And I want to have this be like a four-sided roof and not a spire in the way that it kind of is showing right now. We'll kind of do that later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put like a balcony in here in that space. My video is kind of dark. Let's see if I can brighten it up a bit. Gets my shadow kind of off it too. That's good. Okay. It's getting a little hard on the eyes to draw this, so. Let's come over here like that. Good. It's Wednesday, y'all. Hump day. Getting over the middle of winter too. Won't be much longer. We'll be out of winter. Well, it'll be good. Definitely feeling the winter lately, even though it's been a really mild one this year, where I am at least. I don't know about anybody else, but for New England, usually shovel the driveway like 8 or 9 times during the year, and haven't done any this year. I'm gonna do some like a cookie cutter kind of Victorian stuff here. Just haven't decided what exactly. The gateway is going to be quite ornate as well. So this area here will be very ornate. Again, this is definitely going to be one I bring in and digitally touch up, which is something I'm trying to get better at, the digital touch up of stuff, because I don't know, there's something about like having hand drawn stuff and then digitally touching it up where I feel like something gets lost. I think I'm gonna have to reference my original source material to get some of this stuff done the way I want it to look. We're gonna do something there. Not quite sure what some of this stuff represents that I'm drawing. Nothing good going on there, so I think what I'm gonna do. Might alter that area up. I'm thinking this should be a big window. And now this is getting kind of like busy with eraser marks. Ready for an earthquake. Alright, let's get in here and we're gonna really erase some of these lines. I almost want to move straight into digital now because I know that if I do too much by hand, there's going to be even more digital editing, which is kind of tedious and a slog for me. I really kind of like lose interest whenever I do it. I've digitized a lot of images saying, well, the next step is to go digital here. And then I feel very discouraged going into the digital just because it's sort of like a territory I'm not quite comfortable with. Not that I haven't worked extensively in digital, but usually whenever I do, I work with vectors. So doing kind of like hand-drawn stuff in digital is kind of like I feel like a degree of control that I want is gone because vectors are extremely controlled. Like to the point where you can draw with vectors by like typing in values. I don't do that. I know how to. I taught myself like what 3-4 years ago. I taught myself how to just type in values and do art by typing in like basically math specific areas and then kind of adjusting it and playing with it, which is as dry and boring as it sounds. Glad I didn't take that path when it was given to me. I think I know what I want to do with this now. I want to, some of the stuff I want to be symmetrical. I think I'm going to wait to do digitally because that's one thing I do really like about working digitally is the symmetry aspect of it. The ability to kind of just put on a little midpoint and let the program kind of draw the other half for you as you go. That's something I do. I think that's one of the crossover points when I'm doing vector art and doing like hand-drawn digital stuff. Like when I say hand-drawn, I mean like you're using a tool. You are drawing by hand when you do digital art. So still thinking about the damage aspect on the castle. I think I am gonna go to digital here very soon because there's a few things I want to work out with the base, and I just don't have the space because my paper. I think the only thing I want to do before I do it digitally is work out some of the text stuff, which I might do on my own privately because my title is kind of a dead giveaway for my in plan with this thing. So I want to keep that project a little bit secret. I mean, you know, it has something to do with this castle and this location, so it's kind of as far as I want to go. I think I'm gonna do some. One thing I'm gonna do is start putting some industrial stuff on here. So, if you've seen my other drawings, you know they feature heavily in like hooks hanging down and sort of stuff being moved around and parceled about. Otherwise, the castle is this weird kind of pristine thing that doesn't look utilized. It looks like it's just very plainly drawn to me. Right now I'm thinking about battle damage and how that translates over. Little bean guy for scale. That looks about right. This is supposed to be like a medieval lo-fi. Wait, yeah, it's still supposed to be part of this medieval lo-fi playlist, but I'm not getting medieval feelings from a lot of this. I'm gonna do randomize. I'm gonna skip this. Here we go. That was a little bit better. It's the same. It says it's by the same artist, which should be okay. I know it's okay to play. Even though a lot of the lo-fi playlists I've used in the past have gotten muted, despite saying that they're Twitch safe. So, doing my best here, but you know, eventually, for a while there, I was putting together a playlist that was specifically like tested music that doesn't get muted. But that means that I'm gonna have some streams that do get muted, and I'm kind of like struggling with that thought of trying to get that all organized. I think I'll do that. I think I'm gonna have some of these side towers just crumbled. So where I had this design here, I almost feel like I have to draw it out before I crumble it down though. Just kind of like have an idea of like where it was. Let me not do that though, because it'd be a tremendous waste of time. So I'll have this crumbled in here. Doesn't look like it's taken on a ballista attack. How much damage would it be? Because I need to do it enough without like really messing up the readability of what's going on here. I want to have stuff on this side be a bit more prevalent because, as you can see from the full composition of the castle, a lot of stuff kind of leans this way. So if I can have the bottom be a bit heavier on this side, well, I'll have some stuff here, right? And I was thinking about putting a tower here. I was also thinking about putting a tower here, but the more I think about it, the less I want to do that. I don't want to put a tower like this over here. So I'm going to digitally use symmetry for the bottom parts. So I'm not going to do too much more to this. And then I'm going to have to destroy it. So I almost want to stop here with the pencil or the pen sketching. And move on to turning this into a digital piece. That'll make it easier on myself a lot later whenever I do want it to be digital. I am considering putting down the cash I need to get an iPad. It's a big choice. I got a lot of other finance things going on right now, so I think I need a bit more support in the stream and my art, you know, from a financial standpoint before I do that. Also, my partner has an iPad, so I can just kind of use theirs. So, no big deal, right? Okay. What's going on here? Why did I put... Oh, okay. Just figuring out why I drew certain things. Da 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 da. Castle. It's a lot to keep track of. A lot of this stuff's going to be undamaged up here. I can't imagine. I think this second tower is going to be damaged. So we're going to show the staircases that are inside of each one. Anybody in the chat room? Just taking a look. Whoa. There's some usernames in there. Hello. Lurk. There is a issue here that I'm seeing. We'll adjust that digitally. It'll be okay. One of the things I don't like about drawing in Photoshop is, well, maybe that's an adjustment I can make to the settings. Maybe I'm just being lazy. But like, if I put guides in there, and by guides I mean like this kind of like lines that sort of divide up areas and show straight lines in certain places. I usually end up with this issue where as I'm drawing, my the pen wants to kind of do that magnetic snapping to that line, which is a real issue for me. I really don't like that. Get out of here. I think I will make this come all the way down here. Right now I have these kind of coming up from here. Like this part comes forward a little bit, and I think this part does come forward a little bit, but I'm gonna have the rest of the structure come to here and then kind of drop back to there. And that's gonna be symmetrical, so come to here and then drop back like that. So we have this like coming forward issue going on. Ugh, get out of here. All right. And then we're gonna do some heavy metal fonts on the top here, which is gonna be kind of like I've done heavy metal like band name type text like this before. But it's been a while, and there's also so many different choices and options I can make. So I'm gonna, trying to decide how that's going to look. I think I am gonna do it in the sort of black letter styling, and just kind of like crazy accentuate the black letter. So I will get, I'll need to get a chisel tip marker probably, or there are these awesome pens that I'll just draw what they look like. They kind of like come down like this, like flat nib, and they have like two slides, like very thin pieces of metal like this. So if you can imagine, this is the pen. We're kind of seeing through it. It has two flat pieces of metal like this, and a little filter here. And ink comes into here, and they get these beautiful, just like extremely kind of architecturally straight black lines that they put out, and you can kind of like drag them and do all these great things. I have one, but it is so clogged up with ink and dry, and kind of like I got it years ago, and it just like hung out in a bag. So you know how things are. But yeah, that would be kind of perfect for doing black letter. Or I could just get a fountain pen. I don't know. Make my own. What am I gonna do for damage here? I don't want to do this all damage over here. I'm gonna leave this alone because this is damage. You know, you start doing symmetrical damage, and it's like, oh, that's, you know, it just starts looking fake. It is fake though. I don't think anybody's fooled. Yeah, I'm kind of confused about all these structures down here, so I think I will save them. That's some, this is some music, huh? This is actually just about the feeling that I want for a lot of the music that I play. Spooky. Spooky. I don't want that to be out of height to the rest of it. So I'll have it be slightly lower. Just like that. I just remembered I have a message on my phone from a friend who is talking to me over Instagram that I have to respond to. And now that's all I can think about. Gosh. I'm not doing any windows on these. A lot of the base is going to be really destroyed and broken up. A lot of the top is going to be completely untouched. We'll do some windows that seem to indicate a spiral staircase. Yeah, I feel good about this. Like from here on up. Do archery slits all along the lower areas, especially, you know, the top section of this wall here. And I decided that that's going to be slightly out, like coming out a little bit. So we're going to have that. We'll focus mostly on this lower section of the wall because I'm going to be making it symmetrical to the other side. this is going to come down like this. I really hate that though. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that because it's a confused shape. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I drew it like that. I do know that I want this tower to be going slightly over the side of the walls, so it kind of juts out a bit and looks a little bit decorative. Kind of breaks up the plainness of this wall here, and is very obviously like a sort of outer guard tower. It'd be good to figure that stuff out. I might just have lots and lots of arrow slits on these to I'll decide the degree of damage I want on that once I do it digitally. I think this is a good place to stop on this. So and this gate here will have a kind of like half drawn down. Actually, you know what? These gates usually open outward. So we'll have a portcullis, which is like an iron gate that's going to come down, and then we'll have a big, hefty iron reinforced doors here. This kind of like keep outiness of this very sort of a lot of the feelings I want to go for with the castle are the opposite of welcoming. Which is just going to be kind of reinforcing the themes. So yes, this is a critical piece. Okay. Well, I don't know what else to do with this. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, and I think that's long enough for tonight to make up for my very short days. I'll probably do another longer stream tomorrow now that I feel a bit more comfortable with the schedule, and I kind of like doing these earlier in the day. So as much as I can do it, I will do it. And yeah, I look forward to being back here tomorrow. I'll be back every day. This is Andy Draws every day, after all. So blah 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 blah. I am getting brain tired. So it's a good time for me to start winding down. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching later. Longer stream, less active chat. That's fine. Hey, I hope that if you're lurking out there, you consider jumping in. I am going to try to, I've been trying to organize something where I get other artists to join me and kind of co-stream with me. And I have a few people who have responded to that. So it's just about me figuring out how that's going to work out, like logistically, and how to set up the program and stuff. So it's something you can look forward to in the future. What else can I say? No, I already talked about that. Nope. That's about it, everybody. Good night.